How are you feeling, first of all?
Man, I feel great. Great, man. I'm happy to be in a new place, new faces, new teammates, new coaches. Excited to be here. Great organization to be a part of. So, man, I'm just excited. I finally get to get back out there.
What were you dealing with here the last couple weeks?
Last couple
The
weeks.
last week or so, I guess.
I was out on the side, had a little minor injury that I needed to take care of, nip it in the bud. But I'm fine, good to go, ready to roll.
Was yesterday your first practice back?
Yes, since day 2, yes.
You were feeling it pretty good.
Yeah, I felt good, man. I was excited to be back out there. I love this game. I love to play. So anytime you get to strap it up, man, you can't take it for granted. So I was excited to be back.
You played on a pretty great line at Clemson. How are you a different player right now than the player that came out of college?
I think my maturity level is just totally different. My mind's in a totally different space than when I was a 20, 21, 22-year-old boy, I could say. Now finally growing into a man as my 5th year in the league. Been through some things with my previous team, dealt with some injuries, but to finally be in a place like this in a great situation, man, I'm just blessed, and I thank God that I'm here.
What were you working through last week?
Last week, a minor hamstring injury. Yeah.
Is that one of those things where it tightened up, you knew?
Yeah, it's more precautionary. You never want to push something like that because it can just linger all season. So it was better to just take the little time since it happened early in camp and come back ready to roll.
Going back to your free agency process, what made this place so appealing to you?
Man, what D lineman wouldn't want to play here? You see how them guys play? It's a lot of teams around the league try to emulate what they do here, and I've been a part of a situation that tried to do that. But it's nothing like being here with the coaches that put it into action every Sunday, and to see how it all works together and how it works has been really fun to do, really fun to be a part of thus far.
How do you pay attention to that? Do you just from watching other guys, or is there like chatter amongst defensive linemen, or how's that kind
Around the league, yeah, man. In this business, everybody loves ball. So we watch games every Sunday. Of course, at our position, we're going to watch and see who's doing what, who has the most sacks each week, who got the most pressures, hits, all that stuff. So you look at a team like San Francisco the past 3-4 years, they've been atop of every pass rush statistic. So they got to be doing something right. So it was very enticing to come here, play with Coach Kirchick and the guys that have in that position room.
I know, obviously, he was long gone by the time he got to Detroit, but he was at Detroit for a long time. Did you know about him when you're in Detroit?
I did not at all. I think when he left, there was a new regime change, so I didn't know who he was.
Austin, how would you compare the wide 9 that they run here to what you've done previous stops?
Very different. I got drafted into a system where I was an outside linebacker, so a lot more playing at the line, setting the edge, dropping. Sometimes I'm in man coverage, but my full duty job wasn't to go straight. Sometimes I had to go backwards, which you look at me, I'm not really built to go backwards. I'm built to go that way. So this system allows you to do that, allows you to play in space, allows you to use, God-given abilities that not many people have every single snap. So I'm blessed that I'm in a system that allows me to just be who I truly am.
Can you kind of put it in perspective? I mean, the defensive line out there right now is one thing, but at some point, the NFL Defensive Player of the Year is going to be joining the defensive line. So how do you just feel right now about that unit?
I think we're in a good spot. We got some talented guys, but Rome is not built in a day. If we really want to be where we want to go, we got to put in the work every single day we go out there. Just because we're talented on paper don't mean we just going to show up on Sunday and kick everybody's ass. It doesn't work like that in this league. You got to show up day in and day out, put the work in, and that's what we're doing. We're stacking days and trying to get better each day and become a unit, not just a D-line.
Reserve's got a reputation for D linemen coming in and then sort of elevating their game, and then sometimes they go on to other places and cash in that way, and they get better. What do you notice about his coaching style? Why do you think that happens?
I think he just allows guys to play free and play fast. Like, he doesn't bog you down mentally. He makes it simple for you. He allows you to do what you do best, and that's just go. Use your talents that God gave you. He's not trying to be this all-American coach that has the best schemes in the world. Like, it's simple, straight to the point, go do it fast. And that's what I love about the system.
Were you surprised? You come off an injury and have like what was it, 27 sacks in yesterday's practice. Was that surprising to you, or I mean, did you feel like you were in a little bit of a zone?
I was not surprised. I definitely put the work in this offseason. I believe in what coach is teaching us, and I have a great unit that I'm a part of, so it's inspiring, each day to go out there and watch them guys practice, to come inside and look at on film how hard everybody's practicing. So how could you not want to go out there and do the same thing for your brother? So that's what it was for me. I felt good, not surprised because I did put the work in, I can tell you that. But, man, I'm just happy that I'm out there with my teammates again.
You mentioned God-given abilities, and you seem to raise your arms. Are you referring to your arm length?
What you think?
I didn't want to overstep, but I mean, is that it? And do you study other guys with similar physiques, and who else kind of would you compare yourself to?
Compare myself to? I don't like to compare myself to anybody. I think we're all different. We're all given different gifts, different talents. But guys around the league that inspire me as players, we happen to be going over to Vegas tomorrow. Max Crosby is a guy that, similar attributes as me, long, can run, has a tenacious attitude. Man, I love watching him play. One of my teammates who I've yet to meet this season yet, Nick Bosa, ferocious guy coming off the edge, very technical, plays hard every single snap. I can't wait till he gets back so I can learn from him and play alongside him. I'm sure everybody in this league would love to do that. Man, there's so many talented guys. I can go on and on, but those are just two that come to mind right off the bat.
What's the vibe on a day like this when you guys are going to hit the road and have some really important practice in that preseason game on Sunday? What's the vibe in the locker room like?
Guys are excited, Camp's long, it can become a grind, so a little switch up in the schedule is always good. I think guys are excited to go hit somebody besides their teammates that they see every day from sun up to sundown. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a fun trip, and I'm going to win, kick some ass.
Would you try to pull Crosby to the side in Vegas and get tips or compare notes or anything like that?
If he's willing. If he's willing.
All
All right. Thank y'all.
Sitting here talking about how his head's swimming and it's tough to just play fast when you're constantly thinking, where are you right now as far as, carrying over the assignments you're learning in the classroom to the practice field?
Yeah, no, I mean, as a rookie, it's definitely a lot. It's a complex offense. There's a lot of moving parts and things going on. So I think for any rookie to say that they have it figured out, I mean, I would say they're lying. But, just one of those things that it's a process. It's a process. You have to hold yourself to a high standard and just keep on getting better every day. Don't make the same mistakes twice and just keep on getting better. And that's kind of where I am, just trying not to make the same mistakes and, trying to carry over as much as I can to the next day and just getting better every day.
Thursday, you're going to line up against a different NFL team for the first time. Do you anticipate having a little extra juice?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's my first time, in an NFL jersey against another NFL jersey. And, and it's football. Like, I love football. And, just going out there and a game-type atmosphere is going to get me fired up anyway. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the trip, go with my guys, and I'm excited to see what we do.
Are you and Cameron learning the same position, or are you doing, different things at tight end?
Yeah, our offense is kind of interchangeable. You have to be able to do a lot of things. I think both of us are learning multiple things so we can be as versatile as possible, So, we're doing the same things. We're helping each other out, as best as we can. And, just like I said, just trying to get better every day, picking up the playbook, trying to, be able to be a part of this team and contribute.
You've been very active in the passing game. I mean, are you more comfortable right now, lining up in the backfield, going in motion, doing some of the things that you did in college?
Oh, I mean, I'm comfortable with doing whatever they ask me to do, whether that's, in the backfield, in line, outside, whatever they ask me to do, I feel comfortable doing it. I'm just, like I said, just trying to get the playbook, get better,
What's the best tip George Kittle's given you?
I mean, that's actually really hard because he's giving me a lot of really good tips. Yeah, that's really hard. In terms of recovery, he's giving me a lot of tips in terms of recovery. You know, he's a guy that takes care of his body, and just to be proactive about recovery, to be a guy that goes in and instead of going in and hanging out in the locker room and just going to get lunch and chatting up with your friends, go be proactive, go get some treatment. Be active and go get the blood flowing. And so I think that's one of the biggest things when it comes to being a pro that he's helped me with. Just being able to maximize the amount of time that you have in a day. So, I don't think I would have done that if, that tip didn't come from him, and it's worked for me so far, so I appreciate him for that.
Yeah, like getting on the cold tubs and stuff.
Yeah, just anything that you might need. So a little cold tub, hot tub, contrast, hitting the Vasper, maybe getting in and doing some Egoscue or red light therapy or anything like that, just doing anything that you need. And also he's told me to go there and try things, because you don't know what works for you until you try them. So just going out there trying to build a routine for myself.
I think George is a super established guy. Yet Ross and Charlie have both been here, and you and Cameron are coming in as draft picks. So I'm curious what that dynamic is like. You all want to make the roster. You all can't make the roster necessarily.
For sure. I just look at it as they're vets that have helped me so much in terms of just learning the playbook and, just how to go about being a pro. And, like I said, I want to compete and of course I want to make the team, but my focus right now is just getting better every day. I can only control what I can control. And so I just want to be able to go out there, make sure I know my assignment, make sure I make plays. And, like I said, I got the best vets in the nation, so I appreciate all those guys for helping me out as much as they have.
Cameron talked much and about being in the same boat, so to speak, or?
Oh yeah, we're both rookies and we both want to make the team. Obviously, I think that's anybody's goal. But we're just, like I said, trying to help each other out the best we can. We're both in the middle of the ocean, floating. Trying to climb aboard the boat. So as much as we can help each other out, we will.
This team has a lot of weapons that really are fearless across the middle, and you fit in well in that group. How do you maintain that concentration when you're going to get popped in the middle of the field?
Yeah, it's a mentality for sure. Like you said, you got a lot of fearless guys on this team, a lot of guys that do it really well. Debo does it amazing. BA, he's great at it as well. George, I think it's just a mentality, one, not being afraid of a hit or anything like that. And two, it's a lot of repetitions, getting the repetitions of like catching the ball, focusing on that ball, concentrating and everything like that. So mentality along with like a bunch of reps, getting on the jugs machine, getting moving, or just, make sure you're working it in practice.
Anything else for Ben?
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
How do you feel right now about just where you are in the playbook? Is your head still spinning every night, or?
I'll say the playbook's definitely, I'm getting a good grasp of it, and the game's slowing down. I'm just obviously thinking way too much every play. I got to just slow it down a little more for me, just understand what I got to do on every play and just do it at a high speed. That's my thing. I'm too slow right now, and I got to just get faster with this game. So
It's easier said than done.
Right.
How do you go about that?
Just one day at a time. Just keep watching film, keep getting coaching points, and just do it. I know what to do. I just got to do it at this point. So.
Way too much. What are you thinking about? What's on?
Really just the smallest of the details of every play, my stance, start, what I got to do, how fast I got to do it, how I got to do it, just different stuff. But at the end of the day, I got to just slow it down for myself, study every night, and just do what the team's asking me to do. So.
Are you reassured that, this happened to you at Alabama too, and that it obviously came together at some point?
Most def. I was at Alabama for 5 years. I've been here for about less than 5 months. So it's coming it's coming faster for me now that I understand the game of football as a tight end, and then getting coached by Coach Fleury, very good coach. Got guys like George Kittle, Ross Dwelly, Charlie Warner, Troy, guys that are just vets that can just help me along the way, understand the game and how to play in different scenarios that they've been in on every play. So I'm just, trying to slow the game down for myself.
Cam, how has George helped you out so far?
He's been tremendous help just by vision of the game, what he sees on the field and how he translates it into the film room so I can understand it. So that's what I mean about when I think too much. I'm just trying to just do a lot of different stuff that I'm just getting thrown at me, and I'm just trying to be perfect, you know. So, but it's one day at a time. We're gonna work through it and just get better every day.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to be asked about this, but a couple drops today. But is that part of like, okay, you thought so much about getting to that point? I mean, can it mess with you as far as actually doing the job of catching the ball?
I would just say the drops is on me, unacceptable at the end of the day. So I got to fix those, get on the jugs every day, and just catch every ball. Obviously, my mind's spinning, but it's still unacceptable to drop any pass. So
If you go back to how you were at the first practices to now, though, are you seeing progress?
absolutely. Mentally, I'm just very aware of what I got to do on every play now. The playbooks just makes a lot of sense. Like, football is fun again. I just got to go do it. Like I said, I got to go be physical, be fast, do my assignment, help this team.
How exciting is a joint practice and getting ready for a preseason game on Sunday against a team in different jersey and the Raiders?
It's very exciting. You know, I just get to go out there and actually just be with my team. Like, we can go against another team and just go bust some heads and just be physical, just whoop their butt, you know what I'm saying? So just do our best every play.
Does it make it easier that you got another rookie in the room in Willis?
Yeah, definitely. Brayden, he's been great. Me and him side by side, just been learning together. So it's been helpful just having him by my side so we could just learn together, help each other out hand in hand. So it's been cool.
I know he won't be, I'm sure he won't be there, but did you play with Josh Jacobs at Alabama?
I did for, I think, 1 or 2 years. It was the year we went to play Oklahoma in the semis, and then I forgot we played later after that. But
Did you see this coming for him, or did it surprise you?
no, it doesn't surprise me. Josh, he's been just a monster. When I first got to Alabama, I think he was hurt, so I really didn't get to see a lot of him when I first got there. But once he got back in rotation, obviously he just took off. He just amazing back. You guys see it, so
Thanks, Cam.
I appreciate it.